my name is Julia Doherty and I run a fabulous company called Green Umbrella, social media for business. And it's my job to keep you ahead of the game when it comes to everything to do with social media. I produce a weekly video on YouTube, or some people call it a vodcast, which is a podcast in video format. So remember to click subscribe on the Green Umbrella blog or on YouTube to automatically receive these tips into your inbox each week. So welcome to our 13th episode of the Green Umbrella Vodcast. So what have we got in store for you this week? Well, for those of you who are fans of Instagram, there's now a web version which looks a bit like Facebook, I must admit, but I'm going to show you what the new web Instagram profile looks like and the bits that you need to know. Pinterest rolls out a new feature called secret boards, but shh, don't tell anyone. This week's tip of the week is I'm going to show you how to protect your Twitter account from being hacked. So if you're one of these people that has been hacked at least twice, then this bit's really for you. And if you're on Foursquare, then you would have heard all about the new score system because they did email everybody. I'm just going to highlight what they're putting into their algorithms to do that. And Facebook, I don't know if this is good or bad, but Facebook are now testing out sound notifications. So when you get a notification, it's going to go bing, bing, bing. Anyway, as always, I have a wicked new groovy site for you to experiment with. So without further ado, let's check out the new Instagram web profile. Yay, here it is, the Instagram final version of the web presence, which looks pretty cool. Looks a little bit like Facebook if you ask me. But anyway, here are the bits that you need to know. I must admit I'm not an Instagram user, and the main reason why I've never been an Instagram user is that you can't manage it at all from anywhere, and you can't do it, you have to do everything on your phone, you can't do it on a web presence. So yeah, this was actually quite interesting for me. So first bits that you need to know is that you can share your online profile with anyone that you want to see your photos. And you can follow other users a little bit like Pinterest, so you can just click and follow other users that are shouldn't say pinning, but uploading photos that are of interest to you. You can comment and like photos of other people. You can't share them at the moment online though. And it's not available for everyone yet as they're rolling it out over the next week or so. Probably this is the most negative thing, is that you still can't upload photos on the web. You still have to do it via your smartphone, but I'm sure that they'll get round to that eventually. Okay, let's have a look at Pinterest's new secret boards. Okay, Pinterest is rolling out a test that enables anyone to create 3 secret boards that are not visible to the whole world. They're only visible to you or to people that you decide that you want to invite to the board. Okay, I think it's a great idea, but then I was actually a bit stumped as to what I would use it for. I completely get the idea for personal use, as you could organise things like birthday parties, or if you're planning a wedding. I've written down here Christmas lists. Perhaps you have a strange obsession, but I wasn't sure about how I would use it for business. So then it hit me, I constantly have ideas that I'd like to replicate for my business that others are doing, or perhaps I've listened to a podcast and I think, oh, what a fab idea. I must implement that into my website. So I can now produce a secret board of inspirational ideas and share them with my team. I'm sure that you could use the feature for other things, so if you have any ideas, feel free to share them with me. I'd love to hear your ideas. Okay, this week's tip of the week is how to protect yourself from being hacked on Twitter. I don't know about you, but I am getting fed up of direct messages saying, have you seen this video of you? It's really funny. Like, it's not really funny, and it's just because people aren't protecting themselves. So I've got 3 good tips for you today as to how to protect yourself on Twitter. This is the first one. First and foremost, it's key to create a strong password which includes a variety of upper and lowercase characters, numbers and symbols. It also needs to be at least 10 characters long. Okay, my second tip is to say that it's also important to change your password quite often. Make sure that you never reuse the same password, even across social media sites. So make sure they're all different. How often should you change it? I would say at least once every 3 months. Every time you change it, then diarise it for 3 months' time. So it pings on your diary, say don't forget to change your passwords. And don't ignore it when that comes up. Make sure that you're changing your passwords often. If diarising something or changing your password on a regular basis is a bit of a pain in the rear end, then why not use a third-party password generator? I've got three here for you. The first one is called LastPass. The second one is called KeyPass. Go to keypass.info. I actually use a Mac app called iPassword, which has a free version and a paid, like, professional version. I have so many accounts that I manage for people's social media that it's important to me that I'm not just protecting myself, but I'm protecting my clients as well. So iPassword is quite cool. But anyway, that's three tips to make sure that you're not being hacked on Twitter. Foursquare has a new scoring system for places, and the survey says Foursquare has launched a new scoring system and will give premises, places, venues a mark out of 10 for their popularity, for their likes, and for their expertise. I think it's a great idea, and I reckon it will get people back to using Foursquare rather than Facebook check-in. It's displayed on the app and looks a bit like that. You see where it says the green 09, so that's giving it a 9 out of 10. So this is obviously a very good venue. So that was just something quick on Foursquare. Okay, Facebook. What's new on Facebook this week? Well, they're testing these new sound notifications. I'm not sure about you, but I remember a colleague using TweetDeck in the office, and every time someone mentioned them in a tweet or sent them a direct message, it used to go and it was a real pain in the rear end. Anyway, Facebook are now currently testing this new feature which will ping or make a sound every time somebody writes on your wall, sends you a message, or invites you to an event. I must admit, this is my idea of hell. So when they do implement it, I sincerely hope that they also implement the option to turn it off. I'd be interested to know if you think this is a good idea or not, or am I on my own with this one? Okay, well, this week's Groovy site is actually not a website, it's rather a link. Lots of people are unaware that you can type in a web address to find out if people have repinned any of your pictures from your website. All you have to do is go to www.pinterest.com/source/ your domain name. So mine would be pinterest.com/source/green-umbrella.biz. So yours will be wherever it is. And you'll see a whole bunch of pictures that are being pinned from your website. Another tip is if nothing is being pinned, then think about your visual strategy and start including some infographics or some relevant visuals or videos that are stimulating for your audience. So that's it for this week. Remember, if you build it, they will come. I do apologise for it being a little bit late this week. I've had all sorts of problems with audio, but we've managed to get a new microphone and now we're all sorted. So hopefully I'm sounding a bit better than I was previously. And here's to the next episode. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.